it go, Mervinator.
Oh, whack! I've been sitting here getting a few little bites.
Merv's been persisting with his plastic and doing okay, having a nice little cast. But I was doing the lazy man's fishing. I had a beautiful bit of squid sitting over the side here. And I must say I've been doing a bit of walking, about 5Ks every morning, get up early for work, and I actually beat Merv to the rod. It was amazing. It was like chariots of fire as we raced across the deck, and I won. Thanks, Merv. Ow! It wasn't me, I didn't do it.
How about, what do you reckon?
And half the fun of fishing, or I probably reckon about 75% of it, is going out with mates. I couldn't find you today, so I took Merv.
Yeah,
but just
good on you.
Going out with your friends and having a bit of fun, putting a little bit on each other and just enjoying the moment that is fishing. Because when you get out here on the ocean, or anywhere for that matter, and you get that peace and serenity, it is just a beautiful thing. And this fish is giving me a little bit of curry. Yeah, you get those big screaming runs on this light gear, all you get is a lot of weight normally. You really can't tell just how big the fish is, but every time the fish pulls line, this is 10-pound fins, every time it pulls line off the reel, it just grows a little bit. And the longer the fight, the better, because hopefully you got that nice big old man snapper. And you can see if you go to the rod tip, those big lunges as he goes. Just watch that rod tip, and when he goes, you'll just see it go whack, whack. And that is how you know you've got a snapper on. He just shakes his big head from side to side. He's not going to do it for me now. He shakes that big head, and the other theory is his tail, because some of these fish are a metre long. As he swims away, his tail just thumps on the line. There he goes, so that bit of a lunge there. And that's how you know you've got a snapper and not a stingray or something else. There he goes, that's the big lunge, that big head shake. There it goes, see? That's snapper. Look at the size of this. What's going on here? What is it? It's a shark, is it?
Shark.
Ah, it's a gumboot. It's a Port Jackson shark, Merv. That's good, Merv. Look,
Fought like
a good friend will clean up all the gumboots so his mate can catch the good fish. That's a Port Jackson shark, and you've got to watch on that dorsal fin there. There's a little spine just in front of that dorsal. Do you know about that one, Merv?
Yes.
It is nasty. And you know how sometimes they say that if you've got a dog or a budgie, sometimes they say that owners actually look like their pets? Well, I've got a theory. People look a bit like the fish they catch. It's the same colour and all.
Oh.
4 o'clock was the magic mark, wasn't it,
It
mate?
was, you said 4 o'clock.
And what time is it now, Merv?
Just don't have a look at this
Oh,
stubber.
look at that for a fish.
Jesus.
Oh, look at that, Merv. You are the man.
It's a beauty. Jeez, he's sculpted that,
and
hasn't
look at him. He is just getting rid of all his stuff. And he has swallowed it. Wow, that's a big fish, mate. I'm going to grab him by the tail. Oh, that is a big fish. Holy snapping, I can hardly lift him. I'll swing him around here. Merv! Oh, you've done well. Just to fill you in, we've got a lot of small fish under the boat. We just keep putting baits down, just keep trying. And Merv, it looks like you've put a few strips of squid on that one.
No, just a big squid.
Oh, look at that
Full
for a
squid.
fish.
Look at this for a tangle in the background too. This is Big Merv at his best.
Don't worry, mate, it's my reel. That's a cracker snapper. That
is
Merv Hughes at his best.
Oh, mate.
It's been a pleasure, hasn't it, mate?
It's been fantastic.
This is a big snapper. Merv just got busted off on the bottom. We're actually fishing over a wreck, and the trouble with fishing structure is occasionally you're going to get your gear stuck in it. I threw 2 rods out. I had the big fish theory. I put a whole King George whiting frame, about 40 centimetres, on this little Trinidad 12. I love this little outfit, Trinidad 12 on a starlay stick. You see the guides wrap around the blank to make it easier. I cast it out as far as I could just to get away from the boat and the noise. And to be quite honest, I haven't checked this bait for half an hour. I was retying a rig with Merv over there. He's showing me how he makes this new paternoster he's been trying. And this rod just exploded, buckled over and went. And I think it's taken about 4 30 or 40 metre runs, and it's got quite a bit of power. Look at that now, it's taking line. The ratchet isn't on, so it's very hard to hear, but just a big, strong, powerful fish. And on 20-pound fins and this little outfit, look at that. Just gives you a serious workout. Look at that line just slowly tricking off the spool, and every time it goes, there it is again. A massive, massive head-shaking lunge coming through the rod. What a beautiful, beautiful feeling. Late afternoon, we knew the fish would go this afternoon. We knew that because our skipper told us. And if you ever get the chance, go out with an experienced charter boat skipper. They know where the fish are, they know when the fish are going to bite, they know what species to target. That's why it's worth spending your money and coming along. And Merv, judging by the sound in the background, you're snagged up again.
Snagged up again, mate.
Well,
I reckon it's the same one.
that's probably good news though, because it means we're on some serious structure. We sounded up a big lump, there was fish all over it. And this is a big fish, mate. Big fish. This fish is actually swimming into the current. The current is pushing that way. This fish has his head down and he's actually coming towards the camera there. You can see the angle of that fins just cutting into the water as he moves forward. And he feels like a very large, powerful fish. It's just so important too not to lunge. Nice, smooth movements. You'll see I just wind up a little bit of line, relax, bring him up. You see some people, they jerk a lot. If you can keep the fish nice and comfortable as he comes up, he's not going to make any sudden movements, should make it a little bit easier for you. And when you get a big fish in the boat, and it's a great tip for all anglers, because sometimes we forget, try and keep their head under the water. If you lift their head out of the water, they panic and they can do the bolt and you've got no stretch in your line, they can nick off. So just nice and gentle. I can see colour, Merv. It's still a long way down, but I can see a white flash of the underbelly flanks of a big red.
That's a big fish.
That is a big fish, mate. Look at this. This is when your heart, I've caught a lot of fish, thousands, tens of thousands of fish, but my heart is still in my throat as this fish, look at this, Michael, as this fish comes up.
This is where you need a bloke on the net that knows what he's doing.
Oh, my lordy me. Look at the size of that. Oh. And just slowly towards you, Merv. Take your time. Oh!
Jesus!
Oh, my golly!
That is
God.
a monster. He just spat out the prawn.
Yes, man!
Hey?
Yes, man!
Spat out a prawn.
Look at this! Oh, is this the biggest snapper in the history of the free world? Oh my God.
Look at that, gee.
Oh, and look at that, hook's pinned him under the jaw there. We'll see if we can get some pliers. There's the pliers.
What?
Oh, how big was it when it came up in the water, boys?
That's massive.
Insane. And see that? The second hook pinned under the jaw. We better get the brag mat out. Although we're not going to need the brag mat to brag about this one, are we, fellas? Oh,
Right.
I just don't want to drop him.
Oh, look at him.
How's that for a snapper? It is a horse. It is a horse of a fish. Look at the size of the gob on it. It took.
Oh, here we go.
It took a whole King George whiting. It is as big as me, and this is when the truth lie double dare comes.
It's a metery. Nah, not quite. 98.
What have we got there? 99. 99 centimetres. Ash, nice and loud. What do you reckon a 99 centimetre snapper weighs? I know there was a 99 centimetre snapper caught yesterday.
I reckon he's good 28, I reckon. 26, 28 pound.
Well, I'll tell you how big it is. Its head's as big as mine. Look at this. Look at that.
Massive.
Whoa! This is what snapper fishing in Australia is all about. Arno Bay, South Australia. Merv, how good is this?
Oh, I can't get any better. That's a monster, isn't it?
That is just out of control. If you want to catch a monster snapper, talk to my mate Ashley Smith at Arno Bay Fishing Adventures. He's the man, and this is Old Man Snapper.